families. Now, a lot of people have asked here about alternative therapies. Somebody specifically mentioned natural healing methods. Depending on what you mean by natural, I don't really recommend herbs and things like that. The evidence for those things, if you remember 10 years ago, they talked a lot about St. John's wort. And people reported some good results, and I think it lost a little popularity because it wasn't regulated all that well. And I don't think everybody found it to be sort of this miracle natural cure. I don't recommend too many of those things just because I haven't seen enough effectiveness. I haven't seen it reported all that much. But if we're thinking about natural beyond anything that's not medication, like I was saying earlier, therapy can be very, very helpful. Really good track record, especially cognitive behavioral therapy for depression. Some people like to use self-help books. Now, there's two that I tend to recommend. And these are both kind of in the vein of a cognitive behavioral approach to therapy, but it's good for people if cost and time is an issue and want to try the self-help route. One book that I recommend is called Mind Over Mood. That's by two authors, Greenberger and Podesky. That is it's a workbook actually. You write in it, it's a structured kind of treatment almost. The pros of it, so I'm told by my patients who have used it, is that it's a very user-friendly, and it takes you through it step by step by step. Some of the criticisms I've heard is that it's a little too simplistic almost. Some people wanted to kind of speed it up, and they found themselves getting just far too basic information. Now the other book that's extremely popular, we'll add the link onto the broadcast later for those coming back to read the text. Give me 1 second here. There it is. Yeah, we'll add this link. It's the Feeling Good Handbook. And there's a lot of different versions of that. It's by Dr. Burns. Very, very popular. I think there's a formal workbook. There's also more of just kind of a page turner that you just sit and read. Very, very popular. I've heard really basically just good things about it from my patients. And one criticism I hear is that the main text is actually quite large, and some people find it a little daunting. But the material in it is fantastic. Okay, let's move on here. Let's see what else we got. Oh, sorry. Going back to some alternative therapies, I forgot to mention the light box. Actually, I have one here. Let's see if we can get that on the screen for you. Light therapy is usually considered an adjunct to other types of treatments. The idea, essentially, that when they first made it, you had to basically stick your face inside this box for 20 minutes at a time. Now, like a little box like the one I have here, you just turn it on and you just kind of have it pointed at you while you're at the computer, while you're surfing the internet. And the idea is that it stimulates serotonin production and things like that. There's actually no one's entirely sure how it works, but it does seem to be pretty effective for a lot of people. So it is one option. I believe they used to be very expensive, but now I think they're pretty cheap. You can go, I'm sure you can get one for, I think the one that I had here, I was told was about $75. So again, I don't recommend it as a sole option, but I think it's an adjunct that seems to help. And it ties into, a lot of you are probably familiar with seasonal affective disorder, where people tend to get more depressed when there's less light during the day. So this is one way to kind of to counterbalance that.